So this is part 2 of my trip to Maine. I had just finished up exploring Acadia and making the big drive from Ohio to Maine. And here I'm just setting up camp. This is the last day I'm in the park. And I actually chose to hang out a bit longer than I initially intended to. I realized I was doing a lot and trying to fit a lot into just a couple of days. And just over the past 2 days, I done a ton of hiking and walking, and I just needed some time to sit down. And I ended up playing my DS in the hammock and just kind of chilled out. It was really nice just to take it slow for a day, especially because I had surfing lessons coming up. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't overly just exhausted and not even able to do anything. I literally fell in love with this hammock, so I wanted to sit in it the entire time and I did not want to take it down. It is going to be a must for me in my future campsites to have trees to put this hammock on because I could have slept in this thing. And it was kind of funny during the whole time I was there. There was this little girl at the campsite next to me that kept asking her parents about me, which I could kind of hear her and I thought it was so cute and funny. She's like, "Why is her tent so small?" And her dad was like, "Well, she only needs a one-person tent. She doesn't need a big 4-person tent like we have because she doesn't have as many people." And the girl's like, and she's like, can I bring her a hot dog? I'm like, I'm like, oh my gosh. And I don't know, she kept commenting on my purple hair and she just seemed like she loved it, and it just made me laugh. And yeah, I just thought that was kind of funny. The next day, it did start raining, and I did chill out a little bit on the campsite, but I packed up basically right when it started raining, and I set off for Portland for some lighthouse hunting, and I really, really wanted to fly my drone, so that was another thing I was going to do. Basically, I'm making my way now from Maine down to where I'm doing my surfing lessons. Oh my gosh, that was so fun. I want to fly more. I want to fly more. big famous like Portland lighthouse. It was really pretty. It was surprisingly really easy to park and like get in and take pictures of. Granted, I went on a weekday, I went on a Wednesday night, but it was relatively easy to get to. Parking was pretty cheap. There's a lot of parking. It was like $5 for 2 hours. And you could pay for more hours if you wanted to. Although I feel like 2 hours was like perfect. In fact, I'm just sitting here kind of waiting out my other hour. But I think this would be a really, really pretty spot at like sunrise. Although I don't know. I think it'd be challenging to try and like take photos of that as a photographer. And me not having super great photography skills yet. I'm still learning this camera. I feel like I'm getting better. I feel like I'm getting a lot better. But I hope I got good pictures this whole trip. I know some pictures ended up being a little blurry because I didn't realize some video was not in... I usually like to do my videos in autofocus so I can very like just kind of run and gun. And then occasionally switch it to manual if I want to do something very specific. I did not realize it was in manual, so I think a lot of footage I got might be a little blurry. We'll see. Hopefully it's okay, but if it's blurry, I'm still gonna show it, baby, so don't judge me, okay? I tried my best. Okay, let me go back. So, I started off at the campsite, got in the morning. I got up pretty early. I was gonna try to do the sunrise thing, and I'm like, I just don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. I don't have to do it if I don't feel like doing it. But I was up still. I just went to the bathroom and did my business and then got cleaned up. And I just sat on the hammock for a bit because honestly, I was so happy I had a chance to use it. And it worked so nice and it packed up nicely and it was so cozy to be in it. And I was just like, I could live in here. Then I drove to Portland. And everyone's been really, really nice. I've interacted with a lot more people this trip than I have my Kentucky trip. I think I was just really trying to be a lot more open. You know, just trying to put off good energy and not expect something to happen or like constantly be like bracing myself for like something to happen. I don't know. It's just been really lovely so far. Tomorrow I have my surfing. So I'm a little bit nervous for that. In that area I haven't heard too great of things about, aka my Reddit research. But granted, it was a little older and it could just be, you know, you have those couple of bad people that can give an area a bad rep. But, you know, will I run into those bad people? Who knows? I mean, worst comes to worst, I just leave early and I go to Rockton a lot earlier than I anticipated. So, oh yeah. Went to Portland, got food. And then, I passed this little park. I don't think I took any footage there. But I passed this little park and I saw 2 big, glorious ducks. And I was like, we gotta go eat there. That's our eating spot. Went down Gary Tree, came back to the little spot. And I got a parking spot like right in front of the ducks. And I was like, yes. Or maybe they're not ducks. I don't know. I'll put it on the screen what I'm referencing. Yeah, it was really, really nice. Really nice lunch. There's like people looking at my Ohio license plate behind me. Leave my Ohioan self alone. I also went to Planet Fitness, and that was nice. I just took a shower. That was kind of it wasn't nice. It was kind of a nightmare because this Planet Fitness didn't have like the dressing room area and then the shower. It was just the shower and like nowhere to put my stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not leaving my stuff outside of the shower, and I didn't bring a locker, and I'm not walking into the Planet Fitness room naked. Are you crazy? I ended up just like bringing my bag, like everything in the shower with me, and it didn't get wet from the shower, but I kept like dropping stuff on the floor, or stuff would drop on the floor from like being on the rack, or like for my jeans, I was trying to put on my jeans and they like crushed the floor, and I'm like, no, and they were like wet at the bottom, and I was like, you know what, whatever, I'll put on the shorts I had on before, and then like when I do laundry, I'll just dry the jeans with the rest of the laundry. I go to put on my shorts and they are like soaking wet. So I'm like, well, we're gonna have to deal with one pant leg wet jean and just run with it. That was kind of frustrating. But then I get out to my car and this guy's like complimenting my Jeep. I'm like, thank you. And he's like, yeah, I'm trying to tell my wife to do something similar to your Jeep because it looks really cool. And I'm like, yeah, thanks. I'm like, the little things are super affordable, but he was super nice. Then I went to the laundromat. The only thing happened at the laundromat, it was very cute. It was just very expensive for like no reason. Like, I don't know, maybe it's Mainers, welcome, okay? Our laundromats usually like $3.50 minimum to wash one small load. And then like the normal washers were like $6, and then like the premium washer was like $8.50. That's normal? Like in Ohio, I wash for $1.50 and then I dry for 25 cents for like 5 minutes. And I did one small load of laundry here, and that was the most expensive, the most I've ever paid for laundry. And I was gonna wash my blanket, but I'm like, now I'm definitely not. Like, that's so pricey. I flew with my drone for the first time. I got it just for this trip. It was really hard to find like a zone where I could fly legally, but I flew my drone for the first time and it was so fun. I thought I was gonna be too nervous to fly it, especially like doing it over the ocean. Where like if it fell, I would be like at a loss. But it was so much fun. Like, I wanted to fly more. I was like, man, I need to find some more spaces to fly. Because it's a lot of fun. And hopefully I got some pretty cool drone footage. It's not very smooth. It's probably not. It isn't smooth. It's not aesthetic. But I hope it looks, I could maybe chop it up to make it look good or something. But, I thought it was super fun, and I think it's also a fun way to get like photos of myself in places, because I'm really bad for that. I love taking a photo of the places, but I usually just don't take a photo of myself in these beautiful places and like myself experiencing these things, and like make you guys like feel like, hey, like you're a friend along with me, versus like, I don't know, you seeing through my eyes, I guess, and instead you being like a friend that's with me. Does that make sense? And then the lady told me about this lighthouse. The lady, really nice lady I talked to, she was from Illinois. I didn't get her name. I should have gotten her name. Man, I'm really bad for that. I need to get people's names so I can thank them. But, yeah, she's kind of from this area, but she lives in Illinois now. So I'm like, oh my god, neighbors! Like, because she asked where I was from. I'm like, I'm from Ohio. And she's like, Illinois? I'm like, oh, hello, neighbor! I haven't seen a lot of us around here. So that was cute. And she was like so sweet. I probably talked to her for a good like 5-10 minutes. Oh my god. I've spotted another black person. Sorry. Literally all day, every time I saw a black person, I'm like, I'm like so excited. Oh my gosh, she parked next to me. I feel like it's been a lot more diverse in like Portland, and I felt very at home here. It's like, and you know, it's probably just because I'm from a city, but Portland has really been comfortable, and like I really feel comfortable walking around here. But now I'm probably gonna call it a night and go to Cracker Barrel pretty soon. Oh, it's been kind of nice just sitting here. Because I need to make sure I get rest for tomorrow, because I will be in Old Orchard Beach and I need to get there early to make sure I find a spot and I'm not like stressing out over finding a spot. So I'm gonna go and do my surfing. I think I should have to leave soon. I think there's like rangers wrangling people out, so I'll be right back. Hopefully at Cracker Barrel. Okay, hello. I don't know where we left off, but I got a parking spot at Old Orchard Beach, and I tried to pay, and it like kept canceling. I tried 2 cards. I tried my American Express card and my Discover card, and like neither like was working, and I saw the other lady that was up there like struggling too, and then like someone came by and was like, oh, like you should be good, like they don't work. And I'm like, okay. I went down, I did my surfing, and it was absolutely incredible. I like didn't fully catch a wave, which was really sad, but also I think for my first time I did okay. That was my first time in the ocean. The water was so salty and it like burned my eyes, and I like swallowed some of it. After like swallowing some of it, I started to get really sick, and I did actually get a little sick. Cause I also didn't eat before going, which I think was such a bad idea, cause now I'm like fucking starving, and it is 12. I woke up at 6. But it was so much fun. It really makes me want a board and wants to live by the coast. I'm like, oh, that'd be so fun. I for sure want like a little paddle board or something. I want something. And the ocean wasn't nearly as scary as I thought it would be. I thought it would be like fish everywhere, like sharks are nibbling at your feet. Like, no, it wasn't scary at all. I think the only thing is my wetsuit, I think, was either a little big for me or like just, and I had it like the back opened and I didn't have it like fully shut, and I didn't realize it, because I didn't realize until like the end of the lesson, but I was having such a hard time like popping up when I was doing it fine before, and I'm like, what the heck? I like feel so heavy, and then like I get onto the beach and I'm like ballooned up, like filled with water, like soft shit. I'm like, oh, maybe this shouldn't be happening, because I feel so heavy. I felt so heavy. I'm like, no wonder I was fucking struggling. But that was my fault. I probably should have known to make it tighter or whatever. But the people at the shop were so nice, and the shop was so cute, and I thought he did a really good job with the lessons, and like, you know, just, I mean, really it's just kind of getting out there and doing it, and just to keep trying until you get it. Towards the end, I was able to come like halfway up again. This is with me like weighed down with water. I hope I got a couple of good pictures at least. They said they put them on their Facebook, so I'm gonna hope that there's some pictures on there that I can share. But the beach was absolutely gorgeous, and it wasn't busy at all, which was really nice. But yeah, after the lessons were done, I was really hungry and I was feeling a little sick, but I felt a lot better after taking a break, after throwing up a little bit. And then I went back to my car, and I was like, I'm probably gonna have a citation because I couldn't pay it. Like, I literally could not. It wasn't taking my money, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, they're probably gonna do a citation, and I'll see. And I was like, yep. Sure enough, I got back to my car. I was like, I've never broken the rules before. I tried to pay, man. I mean, I knew the city was really strict on parking, so I mean, that was... I'm like, I tried to pay. And I went to it's like old Commerce, this place, I'll put it on screen. And the lady in there was like, yeah, you have to call like the police station. She's like, yeah, I saw you like trying to pay like at the thing for a while. I'm like, yeah, I was like standing there like like putting in my card like 100 times, and it kept like saying like canceled. And I'm like, what? So I tried to appeal it. We'll see. I mean, it's not that much. It's like $33. It could have been a lot worse. I mean, also, this is still cheaper than a lot of parking that was around there. I was seeing like $40. But it was super fun. Like, it was so gorgeous out there. The water was perfect. I was so worried, like, I was basically going to be doing like a cold plunge. No. It was so hot today. Why was it so hot today? It was too hot today, honestly. I wanted it to be colder. And then the water was perfect. It was cold. I was like, oh, like surfing in Maine, it's gonna be really cold and like crazy. No. Gorgeous, and I had such a good time. I just got really tired because I probably shouldn't have scheduled surfing for after I do like 4 days of hiking and bouldering. I don't have the upper body strength. My upper body strength ain't there. And like, I'm so like, I do need to eat. So I'm gonna go and eat. And then we're gonna start heading down to Rockport. I'm just so happy. This was such a good and successful trip so far. Like, everything has been good. Guys, this is my view for the night. So freaking gorgeous. Like, stop. So, we are here at Gloucester, Massachusetts. And this is a place that I found in iOverlander. I'm really hoping this spot works out because it's so beautiful. Oh, also another thing. I think it does hate to not, or kind of suck to not like seafood and be on the coast like this. There's so many like lobster roll places and like clams and shrimp to eat, and I'm just not interested. And part of me was like, oh, maybe I should try a lobster roll, but I don't want to find out I'm allergic to something out here. I am allergic to like mayo, and that is in a lot of lobster rolls to my knowledge. I'm sure you can get it without it. And my hair is kind of messed right now, like from surfing. I'm really tired from surfing, and I really want to go to sleep, but I also just want to enjoy like this view and like hearing all the sounds, like hearing like the fishermen work and seeing like boats go in and out, and I don't know, it's so cool. Also, this is the surf shop I went to. In case you're interested, I highly recommend it. It was really affordable too. I think it was very affordable, and I really liked the lessons I got. And then I did impulse buy something from their shop. I did just want to buy something from their shop. I was eyeing up a sweatshirt, and and I saw the price was like $100. I'm like, that's kind of a lot, but it was a really cool sweatshirt, and I was kind of thinking of it on the ride home. It was also really expensive. If it was like $60, I think I would have gotten it. Like, it was a nice sweatshirt, but it wasn't like $100 nice. But I've been looking for like a purple bag, crossbody bag that I could use. This was like the perfect soft purple, and yeah, it's just a little purse. It has a cute design on the inside. A postcard from Acadia. I don't think I showed this yet. And like all of the typography, like this typography up here, I love all that typography, and like the layout is so nice. And then I have a patch. I still don't know where I'm putting my patches yet. I kind of want to put them on my headliners. My headliners are not really staying on, and so I'm like, actually, I've just decided we are gonna walk this street because it's literally just this. So, and it's like 8 minutes to walk up the street. So we're gonna do that actually. Okay, I'm gonna yap simply because look at this lighting. The walk was a little weird. I can't quite describe why it's weird, but like, I just felt like it was like a weird mix of like houses and like stores. And I did take video of some stuff. It just felt a little odd to me. And everything's very expensive. This is like for rich people, apparently. It's like, it's weird because it's like priced at like really ritzy like prices. But the area is a little like run down and not like in a cute historical way. Like there's like, how do I describe it? Like the weeds are like overgrown, like the sidewalks are kind of like messed up. But also there's like trash bins like outside, like not because it's trash day, just as like a group of trash cans in like an area, and there's like cars everywhere, and the street is so tight. And when you get to the end, I wasn't even sure if I could go into the shipyard, but I did. It was pretty cool. I thought there'd be more ships though, but I think I wish like we could learn a little more about them. Like, oh, what did they do? What was the purpose of them? Like, why are they decorated or named this way? And you know, I think that would have been interesting, but they just showed like a lot of old ship parts and stuff, which I thought was pretty cool. I liked all the like, you know me, I like my textures as a designer, as a just observer of things. I love texture, so I really enjoyed like a lot of the texture of like the old buildings and of like the old like signage. But I think my favorite area by far is I don't know if it's like the upstairs, but it's by, I think it's the Rudder or by the Rudder, the restaurant. But it's like a stair of like photos, and the music is such a good vibe. It's like old timey, like sounds like music coming from a gramophone, which is some of my favorite like sounds ever. Like I really love electro swing. It was not a phase for me. I still adore it. And that just like that hit something for me where I was like, like I could stand here forever and just like soak this in. But that was my favorite part of that whole walk. I don't know, it was like weird. I have like such a spike in anxiety where I was like, I felt extremely out of place. It was, and I was also like, I wasn't sure what I could film and not like film. Like if it was like someone's house or if it was like a shop. And the line seemed so like blurred that I was like nervous I was going onto like private property by accident or something. I definitely wouldn't like make it a stop. Okay, one last side note before the camera dies. Comment on Old Orchard Beach. Or I thought a stereotype of like people laying on beach and being red was like exaggeration. It's not. You don't see that in Ohio, so I was really thrown off. Okay, so we are here at Bearskin Neck. Really had a hard time parking even though I got here so early. Man, I had to parallel park. And I don't know how strict they are on parking and stuff, so I really tried to make sure I was like within the little box that they have here. That is the biggest damn seagull I've ever seen in my life. Is that a seagull? Holy shit. It's like, look. I thought it was like part of the building. No. That's a big bitch. freaking cute these dolls are. They're like mermaids.
Just fucking now. Oh my god! Ah!
What do you want to say to mommy?
Oh my gosh, I just got...
We are back at the park that I came to the first day of my trip, and it's really peaceful here. There's not more people here since it's a Friday. There's people like fishing and like just enjoying the views and stuff. This is item I'm most excited for, and this was like such a little like random find, and I almost couldn't get it because she like just opened right when I was about to leave. But look at this freaking screen print. Isn't this fucking gorgeous? Like, obsessed. Yeah, this is a great trip. I feel so refreshed to go back home. I miss my cat. I do miss my work. I'm actually very excited to get back to work. And yeah, I highly recommend doing it. Like, if you are thinking about doing this trip, especially if you are worried about doing something like this as a person of color visiting Maine, you know, the stuff that's online about Maine isn't great. I think you'll be okay. I think it's just come with good energy and mostly should receive it back. Thanks for coming with me. I don't know if I'll do a wrap up at home, but I just know I'm ready to take these braids out because they are so nasty and I've received too many compliments. Yeah, hope you enjoyed tagging along and go chase your dreams. Okay. Bye.